Episode 4, Dinner Disaster. Maya had never been much of a cook. Her talents lay elsewhere, filming dance videos, writing witty blog posts, and finding the best meme to fit any situation. But cooking? That was a battlefield she had only ever tiptoed around. Microwaves, yes. Instant noodles, absolutely. But anything involving an oven or more than 3 spices was a gamble at best. Still, after weeks of borrowing Adrian's Wi-Fi and nearly ruining his wardrobe with coffee, Maya decided she needed to do something nice. An apology gesture. Dinner, she told Layla on the phone that afternoon, pacing her apartment. I'll invite him over for dinner. Like, classy dinner. No accidents, no disasters, just a normal meal. Layla cackled. Baby girl, the last time you cooked, you nearly set fire to frozen pizza. This time will be different. Maya insisted, though she wasn't sure she believed it. I'll follow a recipe, step by step. How hard can it be? Famous last words. At 6:30, Maya stood in her kitchen surrounded by chaos. Chopped onions made her eyes water like she'd just watched a sad rom-com. Pasta noodles bubbled suspiciously in a pot that seemed 1 second away from boiling over. The recipe video was paused on her laptop, the cheerful chef smiling at her like a taunt. Okay, garlic bread, she muttered, buttering bread slices with trembling determination. That's safe. Bread can't betray me. She shoved them into the oven, turned back to the stove just in time to see smoke rising from the pan where her sauce was supposed to be simmering. Oh no, 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 no. She grabbed the spoon, stirring frantically. The tomatoes clung stubbornly to the bottom, blackening like charcoal. The smoke alarm screeched to life. Traitor! Maya yelled at the pan, fanning the alarm with a dish towel. A knock on the door interrupted the chaos. Her heart plummeted. Adrian. Of course, she yanked open the door. Hair frazzled, apron smeared with red sauce. Adrian stood there, holding a bottle of wine, expression unreadable. You're early. She squeaked. It's 7, he said dryly. You told me 7. Maya blinked at the clock. Indeed, it was. Right. 7. Perfect. Totally under control in here. Behind her, the smoke alarm blared again. Adrian raised a brow. Clearly, minutes later, Adrian was in her kitchen, sleeves rolled up, calmly taking charge. He turned off the stove, opened the oven, and pulled out what could only be described as bread-shaped lava. Maya sank into a chair, groaning. This was supposed to be nice. I was trying to say thank you, and now it's this. She gestured helplessly at the culinary war zone. Adrian glanced at her, then back at the pot. You were making pasta. Yes, with what looks like barbecue sauce. It's tomato. Mostly, he sighed, then surprised her by rolling his shoulders like a man about to give a closing argument. Step aside. What? I'll cook. Her eyes widened. You cook? Unlike some people, he said, smirking faintly, I can follow directions. What followed was, to Maya's shock, a masterclass. Adrian moved with ease around her kitchen, chopping onions like a pro, seasoning with a precision that felt unfairly attractive. He didn't even look stressed when the pan hissed. Maya sat on the counter, swinging her legs, watching him in awe. Okay, hot neighbor, where did you learn to do all this? He shrugged. College. Couldn't afford takeout every night. Wow. Lawyer by day, chef by night. What's next, superhero? He shot her a look. Don't push it, but there was a smile tugging at his lips. A real smile, soft and unguarded. Maya's chest did something weird, like her heart had skipped a beat then tripped over itself. She quickly distracted herself by stealing a piece of garlic bread he'd rescued from the second batch. She said dramatically. Better than 5-star restaurants. He rolled his eyes. You're exaggerating. Exaggeration is my love language. The words slipped out before she could stop them. Her cheeks burned, but Adrian just shook his head, amused. Dinner turned out edible, delicious, actually, though Maya gave all the credit to Adrian. They sat at her small table, sharing pasta and wine, the smoke alarm finally silent. I really am sorry, she said between bites. I wanted to do something nice for once. Instead, you ended up saving the day. Again, Adrian swirled his wine, studying her. Maya, you don't have to keep proving yourself. Her fork paused. What do you mean? You're chaotic, he admitted, lips twitching, but you don't need to compensate for it. It's just who you are, Maya blinked. That almost sounded like a compliment. She tried to play it off with a grin. Careful, Adrian. You're dangerously close to being nice. Don't tell anyone, he murmured, sipping his wine. After dinner, they moved to the couch with the rest of the bottle. Conversation flowed easier than Maya expected. Adrian wasn't just sarcastic quips and brooding silence, he had stories. Funny ones, even. Like the time he accidentally wore mismatched shoes to court because he was half asleep. Or the time he got locked out of his dorm room in nothing but a towel. Maya laughed so hard she nearly spilled her glass. I can't believe you're actually human. Don't spread it around, he warned, but there was a warmth in his eyes she hadn't seen before. She leaned back, feeling oddly comfortable. Adrian on her couch, her apartment filled with soft laughter instead of smoke. It felt right, dangerously right. By the end of the night, Adrian stood to leave. Maya walked him to the door, suddenly nervous. Thanks, she said quietly, for, saving my dinner. And my kitchen. He tilted his head. You're welcome. For a moment, they just stood there, staring at each other. Maya's heart pounded. Was he going to? But then Adrian simply smiled, a small, knowing curve of his lips. Good night, Maya, good night, she whispered back. As his door clicked shut across the hall, Maya leaned against hers, pressing a hand to her chest. Her dinner might have been a disaster, but her heart? That was the real problem now.